So we had a bit of a situation on the way to Dawson Creek. Must have went over some big bumps, but all Lucas stuff just crashed
Except
all
for the
over.
computer.
Except for his computer, right, which is a small miracle. Me and Sayla are gonna work to pick it up.
Look at these pounds. There's pickaxes and swords in there.
Really?
Yes.
Let's check it out.
Really? Bring out your book. Ma'am. Wait, this is my high school physics. What is 1 plus 10? Welcome to my home.
Show me the way.
Oh, wait. You have to be very careful because if you're any taller than Sarah, you'll bonk
Oh my
your head on the way
goodness.
down. You'll bonk your head on the way down.
All right.
Ma'am.
In your house?
Come on, Mommy.
I'm
In my house, not yours. It's my house. Yeah, no, it's
Oh
mine.
my goodness. I can't believe
It's
we're
very crowded
allowed to
up
go
here.
into this creepy sort of house.
Yeah. See,
You guys ready? This is where we spent the night last night. It's a restaurant. It's kind of fun. You excited for cinnamon buns?
not large.
They're pretty good. What do you think, Tessa?
I think they're large.
They're large. They are very big cinnamon rolls. I can't believe how bad this road is. This is the worst, right, hon?
No.
Yeah.
No. That one.
So at the beginning of the day, we had not been driving for that long. We got a check engine light, and about 15 minutes later, there was a spot in the road where you have to go around a curve and then up a hill, and it's a pretty aggressive hill. We had to actually slow down, which is worse as we're pulling this heavy RV, but there was a elk that got in front of the truck, and so then we started accelerating, trying to get up the hill, and it was not going. The truck was losing power. I was slowing down as we were getting up this hill until finally we just came to a complete stop on the hill, which is it was
So
terrible
bad.
because the setup of it was just really dangerous because the like I'm saying, you go around a curve, so you're going up this hill blind, and then at the top of the hill you're going down the hill blind. So the truckers coming down the hill, don't have the braking power that they need to stop. If someone is coming around the hill, they see me and they need to get around me. So we were setting up for either us to get hit or for there to be a head-on collision. So it was one of the most stressful things that I've experienced. I mean, the most stressful thing I experienced so far driving this trip. And
Sayla and I are just sitting in the back like, why did they
Stop.
yeah, and
let's go.
yeah, and so I had to end up, I couldn't make any progress forward, and I'm in a very dangerous spot, so I have to back down, which backing down a hill is more challenging just because the trailer, the RV swings more, And on these roads, they're garbage too. So, you know,
Luckily, we had some guy pull up to us, and he offered at least to go to the other side at the
he
bottom
went
of the
down
hill.
to the bottom of the hill around the corner to
Yeah.
give people a heads up. Hey, there's someone backing down the hill. So
Yeah.
that way there wouldn't be anyone flying around that corner that would end up getting into a head-on, you know, accident with anyone.
Yeah.
So that was good. It was really hard to back the thing down. I actually, at one point, it was very precarious.
in a
and
ditch,
There's
almost.
the ditch. Yeah, the road in the Alaska Highway. A lot of it falls off on either end, and there's these ditches for the water to flow when it rains and things like that. So if you get off that road, it's
You were so, I was just like
it was
sitting
such a-
still, like, don't talk, don't breathe, kids, be quiet, daddy. Like, you
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
didn't
and
like it.
Tessa and Nico were just playing their video games.
I don't even know if they knew what was
No.
going on.
Yeah.
Until
Well,
at the
it's
end, they
good.
were like, "Why are we down here?"
Yeah,
again?"
why did we stop? So he got it, so you got it on the side of the road, and then we were like, let's just give the truck a break. I don't know, maybe it got in some weird mode or something with the computer. So we get out, and we're in this beautiful scenery. There's like mountains off to the side and this beautiful clear stream, and I'm like, all right, well, let's just get out with the kids and check out the stream. And then I lost my footing, and I just went down. I went down into the stream just to catch myself from just like rolling down the hill. I just ran into the stream, and I had wet feet the rest of the day, but we got a really good laugh out of it. And then Nico and Tessa came in the water as well. It was freezing. So, and then the truck did not come back, huh? So we detached the RV from the truck, and we were able to limp the truck back the 2.5 hours to Fort Nelson, where the nearest mechanic was. We are hanging out at the hotel. We have a water slide.
And with a pool.
Luke and I estimated about 8 hours of phone time with the insurance company between the two of us, trying to find someone that could tow our RV the 2 hours that it needed to be towed to the small town where our truck was and where we were at the hotel. Finally, we found a guy that was capable of doing it, and then the insurance company decided not to pay him. So this lovely gentleman decided to threaten us with impounding our RV if we didn't pay him. More time on the phone with the insurance company, and we finally had it taken care of, and we moved into our RV. So you caught a carpet?
Yeah. Daddy had a carpet. Oh, it is there now.
Like $5 matters. Okay.
I mean, it might. You have nothing.
It doesn't matter at all. Like,
What you guys doing?
Painting each other's faces at me. I can't see. This museum was more of a organized junkyard, like a literal junkyard. But I mean, you have to pay to go in, so call it what you want.
after a few days with the local mechanic and no answers, I contacted the nearest Ford dealership. After telling them our story, they said they could get me in the next day if I could get the truck there. So I made the 5.5 hour drive back down to Dawson Creek. So what's wrong with the truck? We have finally come to the conclusion after about a week and a half of the truck being in and out different places that it's a stuck EGR valve, which is a valve that's part of the emission system, which opens up to allow exhaust to run back through the engine in order to attempt to clean it up to meet EPA standards. So this is something that goes bad fairly often.
And we get the yeast, sugar, and water, and it's a floating island on itself. It doubled in size,
and we're making cinnamon rolls. We need to roll it out. We need to add the sugar, cinnamon, and the butter. Oh no. We're all done. Collect $200 salary as you pass. This is as you pass. We played a million games of Monopoly, yet we still play.
So I'm going to be leaving tonight, actually, and going down to Dawson Creek, which was actually where we started. And I'll show just really quick on the map here where everything started, where it began, where it will continue. So Dawson Creek is here. That's mile 0 on the Alaska Highway. And we went from Dawson Creek north up to Fort Nelson here, and then west, and we broke down where Toad River is there. We broke down just a little bit south of Toad River, about a half mile. So after that, we ended up going to Toad River to try and get help, then turned back and ended up in Fort Nelson with just the truck and our RV on the side of the road south of Toad River. So after that, the tow truck guy and I went back out to just south of Toad River and then towed the RV back to Fort Nelson, which is where we've been now, where the RV or the truck was in the repair shop for days, and they weren't making really any progress. They weren't able to find anything out. So we ended up taking the truck down back again to where we started, which is about 5.5, 6 hours away, to good old Dawson Creek. And then they figured out that it was the EGR valve. So I drove the truck back up here because we had to wait like a half a week for parts back up to Fort Nelson. So today's the day. I'm heading back back down to Dawson Creek again, hopefully getting the truck fixed, and then back up to Fort Nelson, and then I'm picking up the RV, and then we can drive over to where we started this whole mess like almost 2 weeks ago, once this is all said and done. So I'm going to be very happy when we drive through Toad River and we can put this whole mess officially behind us. All right, here we go again.